Welcome back to my weekly plot hooks to give you inspiration for your next D&D campaign. Today we have stories of thugs, sea hags, and a hippogriff divorce settlement. If you enjoy any of these, please do subscribe for more and then drop your ideas in the comments below for future videos. See you then. The party arrive at a small town that has been plagued by constant raids that seem to be increasing in severity as time goes on. The town is inundated by thugs weekly and they seem more violent and determined each time. The party decide to stay and fight off the next invasion. Successfully doing so and interrogating one of the thugs reveals a cryptic note that simply states the village name and a payment. The note creates the payment when the thugs arrive at the village. Pressing harder will reveal they found that note outside the Lord's Manor, but it wasn't given to them. These notes are being thrown from a window and seem to be magic themselves. Who is sending these notes? And what are the party going to do about them? A small band of sailors return to port having sustained massive casualties. Apparently, a sea hag preyed upon them and lured most of the crew to their demise. The owner of the vessel, Captain Juliet Harbinger, is looking for able-bodied soldiers and adventurers to try and take revenge. The party heed the call. The voyage is going well, with training and warnings about the dangers of sea hags. After a day of sailing, they approach a cave in a cliff. As they get within 30 foot, two figures raise from the depths and start attacking. But don't hag covens usually consist of 3 hags? Well, the laughing from Captain Harbinger's cabin may say a lot. An execution is about to take place as the party enter the village. Cheering crowds are calling for this criminal's death, saying he committed treason against the king and crown. Before the party can get to the stage, the axe falls and a cheer raises up from the crowd. That is, until they turn to screams of fear. One person in the front row grabbed the head as it fell and slammed it onto a hooded figure slouched next to them. That figure slowly started convulsing before shedding the cloak to reveal a flesh golem with the face of the criminal returned to life. A tribe of hobgoblins have been pillaging all the villages locally. The party are hired to go and track them down. They locate the camp, infiltrate the captain's tent, and then wait for him to be alone. Just as they are about to jump out, the rather lumpy looking hobgoblin deforms into a pile of 4 goblins who have been masquerading as the captain for months now. Will the party need to beat these hobgoblins, or just show them their leader's deception? The party come across a notice board with news of a missing pet and a reward for anyone who finds it. They inquire with the owner to discover the pet is a hippogriff by the name of Susan. Susan has gone missing before, but normally returns after a week or so. This time has been almost a month. Tracking down Susan will send the party on a wild goose chase that ends up at the owner's ex-wife's house. Turns out, Susan was still loyal to both of them and had been spending a week with each in turn. But the wife has now built a very secure stable with a lock to keep Susan with her. Are the party ready to arbitrate this couple's affairs? All the bones in a city have gone missing. Animal bones from the butcher and human skeletons from the crypt. No one knows what has happened. One night though, there starts a rattling. A huge skeleton made up of all the missing bones from across the city raises up and dwarfs even the biggest buildings. Sitting in the chest is another skeleton, clearly the creator of this thing. Who is this skeleton, and how is it so powerful and creative? That's for you to decide. The town guard are having a well-earned break in the tavern that the party frequent. Captain Piotr Heavensby stands up, armour glistening in the candlelight. Congratulations everyone! The recent festival went ahead without a hitch due to your fine policing. Cheers! But instead of raising a glass, he brings it down on his deputy next to him before screaming. His armour now has a mind of its own, and the clang from the armoury implies it's not the only one.